Let's get to it. All right. I'm going to do a quick down and dirty podcast. I'm going to do a little bit more short ones and tie it in with some long ones. So, all right. This one is going to be about doing hard shit. Okay. I am a proponent of doing shit that is hard so that other things that are hard don't feel as hard when you do them. All right. So I'm going to give you a few examples from my life of hard-ish things that tend to help everything else feel fucking easy. All right. Some of those were not by choice, and some of those were by choice. And mostly these days, it is by choice, okay? Because I know what I need to do. When you get to a certain level, and it's not like I'm on some fucking high-ass level, but when you get there, those things tend to happen internally. Maybe early on in your life, it goes through school. It's hard, but you get a result. Sports, it's hard, but you get a result. Army, whatever. So I'm going to detail mine and we'll just fucking flow with it. So the topic is do hard shit so that other hard shit ain't as hard. Let's get into it. All right. So back in the day for me, through football, I went to a great football school. We won a state championship and I got a full ride scholarship to college. All right. But all in between that was fucking hard. Okay. So you go through all of your practices coming up, all your high school practices, hot ass summers, going through doubles. All right. You have to deal with the coaches being hard as fuck on you. So even for me, being a starter, being good, the coaches were still fucking hard on us, right? Because they wanted a result. So during the game, you could perform, right? So you went through hard shit in order to perform well when it was fucking hard against a team who also wanted to win, right? So you're, as a young person, you're starting to see these things kind of shape up and happen. And usually when we're young, we don't recognize them. That's for sure. I definitely didn't recognize it then. I have to look back and kind of ponder on all of these things and how they've built to my mindset now, my abilities and how I do things and how that all kind of led to it. And I'm very fortunate for that. Some other people that aren't have to force that if they want to get to another level earlier on, or they learn the hard way over time until they do it. All right. So also for me, through business, I was thrown into our business early on when my dad got cancer and he needed heart surgery. And that was like a year when I was young. I had to give up my football scholarship for that, which was hard, to go into business to support my family, make sure our business was solvent. And that was fucking hard. And learn the hard way all of the things. And sure, shit, I got a lot wrong. I wasn't as good as I should have been. I didn't do all the things I should have. But I learned, and I learned the hard way going through the shit. All right. It's like what Gary Vee says. For 17 years, I ate shit to get to where he's at. And a lot of people say that too. Of course, an overnight success doesn't become an overnight success overnight. That's fucking bullshit. So I was thrown to the fire. Okay. And then when we expanded our location, I was thrown to the fire again, having to help my father do the build out, move things, and figure out what we're going to do. And yet again, when I realized, man, we have something here in our business, if I take it to the next level and actually do it, it would turn into something, which it has, and even more so coming up. But I have yet another example to prove my point. Army. All right. I enlisted when I was like 31. I needed medical waivers. I had an arrest waiver to get in, and I had the tattoo policy had just changed, and I needed a tattoo waiver too, because I got some close to my neck and close to my hand. And so those things were hard to get through, to go through that fucking process, to not know if you're actually going to get in or not, or be allowed to serve, to do something that you wanted to do physically to push myself. And I missed that team dynamic. It was fucking hard. But then when you get to basic training, it's also real fucking hard, right? It's a whole new world. You don't know anybody. You're alone. And it is fucking hard. I went to Fort Benning, typically fucking hard for infantry shit. I think I got the last taste of the old school kind of way that it was from like some old salty NCOs from the Global War on Terror over the last many years. And I'm very fortunate for that hard fucking training, because without that, I wouldn't have been able to succeed as much as I do outside of that for drill weekends in the National Guard and even deployment, without having gone through that hard shit that prepares you for that. It's kind of the reason why it works so well and we're such a good military, is because we go through really hard fucking specific training to get to a really good fucking result. And the only way you get to a good result is by going through some hard shit. All right? Are we seeing a theme here? Hard shit, doing hard shit, makes other hard things not as hard. Okay, you seeing where I'm going with this? You're doing the work to prep yourself for when it is hard, that it feels normal, or you're ready and prepared for it, and you just carry on and get through it. Okay, so that's several examples that have worked for me. Now, when I come into my business, now let's just speed up current modern day, what I'm doing. I am ambitious, so I set big goals, right? It's a next level, like it's another level that I haven't gotten to yet, but I really want to. And so everything I'm doing to prepare for that and prep through all the paperwork for franchising, talking with attorneys for not only the franchisee agreements, the trademarks, our business attorney, our accountants, and my financial advisor to make all that happen. And I've had to come up with that plan, which was fucking hard. And we're still refining it kind of every day, making it better and better in order to even get to be able to start to do that. Okay. So you got to go through this hard shit to get to just to fucking open the door to do the next thing. But if I hadn't done that hard shit, which started in 2020, building it when I was in Afghanistan, when we were about to leave, I started saying, okay, when I get back, what am I going to do? I don't want to be complacent. Okay. I don't want to fuck around, and I want to get to the next level. You know, deployments and shit, hard shit shifts your perspective. Okay. And so I started that 2 years ago. If I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I am at today and ready to launch it. And from what everyone thinks is going to be pretty fucking successful, I ran it past. So I'm super eager for that. And that's just one component that I've done myself. Okay. But another thing that I've done myself in order to get myself to be kind of conditioned for hard shit and ready for the next level hard shit is challenge myself like the 4x4x48. Okay. The David Goggins challenge. If you're watching this, I have this shirt on. If you're listening, it's cool. Check out my social media. You'll see it there. And it's a shirt, according to me, that you have to fucking earn in order to wear. All right. So you have to go through hard shit in order to fucking wear it and, you know, have a little talking shit capabilities. All right. Doing something hard, you know, pride in that. Right. All right. You can use that to motivate yourself and fucking push others and, you know, have something to rely back on when shit gets tough. But think about this. All right. I went through Army, sports, physical fitness, because those are the things I focus on. And this 4x4x48 challenge does a few things outside of just the challenge. It makes every other fucking run I do feel like nothing, right? So going through hard shit makes other hard shit, a 10 or 20 mile run or even a full marathon, doesn't feel as hard anymore because you've done something harder, okay? And you can rely back on that. Somehow your body and your mind know that you can do it, which makes it easier to do. So me pushing myself through harder challenges, including half marathons when I wasn't ever able to do them, and then finally doing like 50, then full marathons and ultra marathons and these challenges forces me that when I am in the Army and we have to run our fucking 2 mile, 2 miles, it's nothing. And it's still difficult like in itself because you got to, you know, output, right? You got to go hard at it and you want to perform well if you give any kind of fucks, which I do. So I want to perform well and it's hard, but it's not nearly fucking as hard as anything else I've ever done. So it really shifts that perspective for me. And I think that gives me a huge advantage, both physically and mentally. Okay. And also physical things and mental things can go hand in hand and they can add to each other, right? So if you do something mentally challenging, let's say for instance, building your business, sometimes it's physical for sure when you're on your feet or you're in the trades or something like that. But when you go through these mental things that have to test your abilities, like me, writing system processes, menu book, working with the attorneys, like I said, that's hard mentally. But then when you shift that into something else in your life that you do for a hobby, let's say that shit isn't hard anymore. Maybe, I don't know, organization at home or helping somebody else in a business. Those things become pretty fucking simple because you've gone to some other fucking realm of ridiculous shit, right? Same thing for fitness. So I like to lift and everything. Well, I've continued to do that for a long period of time so that I don't ever fucking have to restart or go through that shit ass hard process of getting yourself back to where you want to be because you've remained there. Now that is the harder way to do it for sure. And I've been a little bit more strict than probably most people would be. But I'm in no means a fucking professional bodybuilder or some fitness fucking guru. I'm just pretty good at it because I like to keep it locked in so I don't have to do other hard shit. Or when I diet for a week or when I get to a certain goal, either gaining muscle or losing weight, I can do it and it's not as hard because I've done the other hard shit, right? I've been shredded on stage of a bodybuilding competition at 3% fucking body fat and got a trophy for that. All right, cool. I did that hard shit. So now when I lock it in and I want to even drop just 10 pounds for myself or going on vacation, whatever it is, that's the goal for me. I can do that, and it's not nearly as fucking hard. If I want to gain 10 pounds of muscle and get stronger and work on something, maybe develop my traps or something, I can do that because I've done that. And I understand that eating more protein, lifting heavier, having recovery days, getting a massage is all going to lead to that because I've already gone through that hard shit to figure it out. So whatever it is in your life, do something fucking hard, and you're going to get a result from it if you at least carry through past that point, because you're going to get A, used to it. B, you're going to learn a fucking shitload where what you thought was hard in the beginning is not going to be hard because you've learned through experience. You can read a book. You can watch YouTube. You can fucking find a mentor. You can join a networking group. All these things are available to you to put yourself in the next position, to open the next door, and to do the next thing. I think self-improvement and life improvement and being successful or free or taking care of your family, slightly better, slightly easier, are all worthy things we should all work to. They are not easy, but they are worthy goals. Doing hard shit is going to make those things easier. I am telling you, because everything in life sucks sometimes. It's fucking hard. Life will throw shit at you. So you're either going to be built for that and be able to get through it, bear it, and come out on the other side and hopefully flourish. If you've never done some hard shit, everything's going to be fucking hard. Everything's going to be fucking against you. For me, when shit gets hard, I'm like, all right, bet. It's just another thing. It's literally another thing. I don't think about things being hard. I just think about what it is to do. I hope you got something out of that. You can relate to it. Maybe you have your own things that can, set and resonate in your mind. I appreciate all of you tuning in, subscribing, listening, sharing with your friends, and just being dope-ass people. To all my people that are like we're creating these little groups with, you know who you are. I appreciate you guys. What I'm doing is for all of us to level the fuck up. And when I see all my fucking friends do it, it really inspires me to continue to do more, put out better content, put out a better brand, do better in business so that we can all fucking win. That's the joy of all this stuff. When you collaborate, you can all fucking win. Appreciate you guys. Robert Peppo. Let's get it.